What's up? How's everyone? Oh, but I was just wondering, how long is the event? Is that like an hour or is it longer? I didn't even start the parry. I mean, I did the parry, all the prerequisites, so I have the only event left. So we're back in Genshin and we're doing the event. Yeah. I still have to do let's see, what should I use? Wait, is it the other event for the domains also going on? Alright, so I might as well do that too. I have, I guess tomorrow, last day for this whole event. Alright, go to quest. Confirm. Wait, what is this thing? Oh, is that part of it or something? So. Wait, what? Is that the part? Is that part of the quest? Alright, let's do Recollection. That's all the way there. On the ground. I don't think it's gonna be that far away. What do you mean? Does he usually does Kazuha stream or? Okay. Let's see. Where am I? So I wonder if I okay. I mean, I was gonna climb up the mountains. Alright, it looks like a path right here. Hopefully, but it's the opposite direction. Alright. At least we're over in the mountains. Nah, I haven't unlocked this area that much. I just unlocked one or two of the waypoints, like just the other. Was it yesterday or the day before? We got the waypoint. Oh, I think. Palmer's getting so used to how you look now that Palmer can't even remember what you looked like without the chapel. So rush. Palmer seems to recall some blondness on the top of your head in a haughty disposition. But Palmer didn't expect you to get the chapel so easily. Though it was mostly thanks to our help. Bah, mention the truffles of the past no more, pale floater. The thing of greatness importance. The reason why we are here able to claim the chapel so easily was because I am a parry worthy of the Twin Horn Chapel. Hence, everything fell in place as it meant to be. Perhaps I was fated to bear the crown from the day of my birth. I'm bragging loudly, I see. Oh, there's Irvan. What brings you here? Just saying if our newest Bloomguard is fulfilling her duties. Duties? Oh no. Do you think claiming such a title would bring you nothing but fame and fortune, so rush? Impossible. I am no parry of rank ignorance. The duty I have not been neglected. Indeed, I have also performed the necessary feat to be worthy of my accolades. Okay. Guess I'll do part of it and then finish the rest the next day. Hey Emily, how's everything? Though the flaming flash might steal your attention, a gradual trickle of enduring devotion may be worthy of praise. In the time you spent away from us, there has been countless parries who, though unable to gain the title of Bloomguard, still contribute to a greater communication with quiet dignity. Thought you would perform some deeds that would prove your worthiness of the title of Bloomguard. As it turns out, however, and since you've just been idling about. Hey, saying she does nothing is going too far. Sure is already pretty great, right, Bloody Master? Sure is. I think when we were playing Sons of Fires, I think it took one of your sons took a while to figure out who it was. I did not mean to neglect my duties. It's just that the responsibilities of the Bloomguard weren't fully detailed by the Order of the Spectic. It is a parry tradition, after all. Trying to learn it from humans is purely folly. Though you have earned the approval of Kavanava, you remain a young parry. In times like these, it is best to be direct and consult me for guidance. Ask you for guidance directly, Elder, but no. The chapel possesses a great deal of knowledge. I need but contemplate for the moment before I agree with answers. Reservant is right here. She even said that if we have any questions, she will answer. We don't need to go hunting for details anymore. From Paimon and Bloody Master's deep adventuring experience, chances like this are pretty few. You regret not taking this opportunity. Okay. Did you just steal the phone from Emily? See, I doubt not my elder's sincerity. It's just I heard the Order of Spectre says that only the answering one finds themselves are worthy of merit. Isn't that something someone else told you as well? Yeah, do you really think the Order of Spectre is more trustworthy than Zervan? Indeed, your offer is true in your insight, Yapati, playoff order. I'm no longer the school rush from before. With the Karava approval, I must act with maturity and live up to the title of Bloomguard. Elder Zervan, what are the exact applications that the Bloomguard must fulfill? I beg of you to enlighten me. Though I have been neglected in the past, I will do my utmost now to remedy my failings. Whoa, Paimon didn't expect Shoras to be so obedient. What happened? Paimon feels a little touched. Haha, well, your words give me confidence. The Bloomguard's duties are vast, and may take days and nights to recall in their totality. However, considering that you have spent far more time than the humans than those of your own kind, let's start with something simple. As for all those who bear the title of Bloomguard, extraordinary competence and keen insights are necessary. I already prepared 6 training tasks, with 3 meant to test flying skills, and the other 3, well, they need Shoras to clear out some potential threats. This training sounds kind of familiar. Alright, take care, Milo. Sounds familiar? It is familiar. Isn't it just something we do all the time? Enough talk, Pale Floater. As long as I successfully finish these missions, my elder must concede that I'm worthy and prepared for the mantle of Bloomguard. Though it sounds simple, these are all tests delivered onto me by my elder. I must unleash my fullest effort with dealing with them. Very good, very good. Convenient, Shourush, Yapatsi, and his companions are here. There is a task you can help her successfully complete. It is no hard matter, though, as you know, Shourush has been close with the Order of Spectics and humans, while drifting further from Perry traditions. I would like to ask you to serve as an audience and listen to Shourush recount the past. A blue guy should naturally be able to speak with historic events, yes? Of course. If all we need to do is hear Shourush tells a story, it does sound pretty simple. Then I leave this to you two. As for the training that Shourush must complete by herself, I will let her know momentarily. You two merely need to accompany her. The Recollection Path. Let's get the waypoint. I have to equip tech too. What do you mean teleporting? I'm like, where did the teleport go? Did it disappear or did we teleport somewhere else? Doing this other mini game. Alright. I know. I just had to go to the location. These are still unexplored lands. I'm not sure what you're talking about, so no. Begin trial. This is what is a bombing mission? Did I already mess up? How do I get these ones that are not Are these barrels breakable? Was there more like barrels to break or something? Is this flower or anything? Where's the other flower? Can I move this? So I can't get rid of these 5 ones. Let's see. So I can't turn this. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, so... Oh, there you got it. I'm gonna try that one more time. Where's the other barrels? Nice, we did it. Yeah, after I saw that hint from after I So 608 meters away. Yeah. Oh, right there, okay. So I'm guessing this event is just mostly mini games? Or did I like miss a quest totally? Begin trial. So I'm guessing I have to like mash this up. So far. That was that was easy. I didn't think they were gonna give us an easy thing where like it shows you the location, like what's spawned right there, like the circle. This is the last stop for our first day. We're pretty familiar with this place, seeing how we've been here plenty of times. Huh, if the Pale Floor is so confident, Then why not swap roles with me? I will play the audience, you be the speaker. Yeah, let's give it a try. Here comes Paimon! The place before us, covered with flowers and flowing water. Is that the Varukasha Oasis? This place doesn't have, right. This place isn't infested by the demons of death, and it's the home of the Perry. There are many Perrys here. The best among them is the one called Zervan. Soul Rush, you were born here too, right? Though you're different from the other Perrys. For example, while the other Perrys only sound kind of weird when they speak, you sound really weird. You all came from the same water, but why is it that only you are so strange? Hey, Palmer's not lying. When you're speaking to the Order of Spectic, your words were kind of weird. Well, the Spectic themselves sounded weird too, so there's that. Ew. Paimon thought all the other pairs were going to be exactly like you. In fact, Paimon was worried about that until we finally got to the Varukasha Oasis and met Zervan. Then we found out that only you are like, how should Paimon put this? You have the particular way of speaking to the Order of Spectics, right? It seems like the Order of Spectics has too much of an influence on her. I would not deny that. Seeing as you have no obligation, I will keep going. There's a big stamp in the Varukasha Oasis. Elflora, you absolute? Yeah, it's a overspoken him. And the Varukasha Oasis. Man, these pair of names sure are a mouthful, and they're totally a big stump, isn't it? Paimon remembers you saying that the stump is also a god, and that the Paria has a deep relationship with it. Though these are indeed the facts, letting the Pelflora describe them would be too unflattering. I shall resume the role of the speaker. Alright, but Paimon thought she was making it easy to understand. Regardless, 500 years ago, our great god gave all to quell the disaster inflicting this place. As such, all the Aramerta here is the last gift of the divine. What happened? Alright, so I guess, Nightbot and Stream Elements are conflicting. Wait, what? Oh. Wait, wait, is it still on or did I disconnect? Oh, wait, never mind. I'm like, oh, did it freeze? Because after it said offline, I'm like, what? Nourished by the Amarti, the harvest spoken, and the Perry emerged. The eldest of the Perry, and my elder is Zervan. My birth came much later, so I was not a personal witness to those events. I heard my elder speak of it, but Elder Zervan clearly associated with the Order of Spectics when they first established, but after my birth, all contact seemed to be lost between them. Though my elder has long stated the importance of Perry tradition, she rarely mentions the past in details when she speaks with me. Instead, it was the Order of Spectic who totally shared the result of their historic research with me, and proof of my wishes to follow in the footsteps of the divine bird. Huh? So after that, you slowly drifted away from the other Perrys and learned your strange way of speaking from the Order of Spectic? Oh, I suppose they can be seen as correct. Objectively speaking, it sounds like a rebellious phase. A rebellious phase? I heard that humans in the Order of Spectic mentioned something about this. They said that the researchers in the forest experience a Satarvala life, or something like that. Is the rebellious phase a similar thing that humans possess through? Yeah, it sounds pretty similar. Oh no, they're not the same thing at all. Generally, kids are going through a rebellious phase will resist the care of their parents and try to assert their independence. That's what Paimon heard anyway. Just like you did. My past was little to do with my present. Whatever can be said, I have now returned to the Varukasha Oasis and learned the Garnarva favor. You're amazing, Soul Rush. Never mind, Pale Folder. It means nothing to be patronized by the one as immature as you. That's all for today. Did not PC to you or the Pale Folder wish to ask anything. Speaking of, are the Perry and the Aranera related in any way? Why do you ask this? Because the Perry and Araneras are both small, but they are still capable of great things. How very important. Festival Usava appeared to be. Heard that my elder mentioned it once, but only though of it as a little more than a joyful gathering of the Araneras. But if the Araneras have their own day, why do we Perry possess nothing but equivalence? I must mention this to my elder. Why do you want the Perry Festival? Is it because you can eat lots of tasty snacks during the festival? Of course not. The Perry Festival should have humans offering their odes and old songs to us, while I get to choose the best singer of the lot. That doesn't sound like a festival at all. Well, not that attend humans anyway. It's more like a high-pressure competition. But it's an enjoyable celebration for me, yes? Hence, I believe my elder should also enjoy such an occasion. Perhaps Soul Van was right. For Soras to become a so-called Bloomguard, she might need a bit more training. Alright, let's check what the... Oh. How far would it go? 300. The part one's done. Alright, can we... Oh, wait, is it right there? Oh, it is, okay. It appears the first part of your training went well. So is there, what, 6 parts, I'm guessing? Or, like, how many of the events? You could say so. Yeah, maybe it was a bit too easy for Soul Rush. Then I look forward to seeing her coming performance. Alright, about listening to Soul Rush tell stories. It turns out that Soul Rush went through a rebellious phase. Speak no more of this. Anyhow, I have finally shed this stage of my life. The important thing is that I, with my Yapatsi and my Hellfolder, recall the history following the birth of the Perrys, and spoke of the familiars of the forest and their special festival. The fact that we, as Perry, do not have such a celebration of our own makes me troubled. Do you not feel the same way, Elder? If it was up to me, we should let humans attend the Perry Festival and hear from them the praise they sing for the Perrys. Afterwards, I shall pick the best singer. To my acknowledgement, it's like what? Sumeru's Got Talent? The voice. To my acknowledgement, Festival Usava is not a day to be unwilling and wasteful spent. I've always thought Sora's desire to get humans to record her deeds was different from the other Perrys. Is this also the influence of the Order of Spectic? This is the very reason why recalling and pondering the past is significant. Whatever happens, I look forward to seeing her coming performance. Right, where's the festival? Okay, we're how far? Oh, 900. Okay. 900 away. We just poured over there? Alright, so I think it's just the port thing. Okay. So I guess it's okay, it looks easy. Let's start the trial. Nice, that was pretty easy. 3 minutes flat. New record. Where's the next trial? 200. Alright. Oh, nice, we have a waypoint over there. I missed the time remaining. What did the time remaining say? Oh, yeah, that's what. Oh, another, okay, another location thing. Okay, so it's... Okay, if I have to move back a little bit. Wait, Paimon remembers this place. We've been here before. Oh, where are we again? Shoros brought us here. Wait. Shoros brought us through here while bringing us to see Zoran, remember? Paimon remembers that Shoros said that the Wing Knight got sealed here because it was unlucky. Though, what does it have to do with Shoros training? Does Solvan also actually mean to say, haha, behold Shoros, behold the fate of the unfortunate? My elder is no parry of such idle nature. Back to the topic though. I have not elaborated on the Wing Nut in detail. When we passed through here earlier, the catastrophe has caused it should be familiar to you. The one that happened 500 years ago. Indeed, the Wing Nut must have been frozen in an instant. As it has been crystallized, its form remains in particular. As if it would start burrowing through the earth again, once unsealed. This moment will be frozen in time. Aha, Paimon doesn't want to end up like that. You say that it happened to the Wing Nut happened in an instant. No. Just thinking of it scares Paimon. I won't let it happen. Yeah, Paimon won't let something so horrible happen to Bloody Master either. Then you should thank us, Perry. During those days of ruins, many species and races, including the Perrys, gave up their lives. Sometimes, even things like more precious than their lives. Their sacrifices are why we are spared from facing the same irrevocable fate. And just so, as I was not here to witness the catastrophe, when the land faced danger once again, I must take action. Then from what you're saying, this Wing Nut is even older than you are, which should also make make it your elder. However, it will not be returned to life. It has been sealed in its crystallized state for centuries. Perhaps the only fate it awaits is a gradual dissolution. With how severe the loss of life was during the catastrophe, the Wing Nut, like countless other unfortunate souls, were frozen the moment that calamity struck. Alright, no problem. But many more suffered even greater fates than this poor fool before us, for they had already worn away beneath the grinding path of time itself. To this day, nothing remains of them, not memories nor memorials. This one before us only lingers because of its immersive size, and the fact that it has been hidden away in the cave from the glaring eyes of the sun and lashing winds, thus, the intaction of its condition. However, not being on the land can overcome time. Not even remains and husks will be endured. One day, there will be nothing left of it either. That sounds kind of sad, not having any trace that shows you lived once. The records left here by the humans should have something related to the Wing Nut. I presume such a thing is rare for humans, no? From what I heard, my elders said, aside from the Order of Spectics, there have also been researchers from the forest here seeking inquiry. Though some humans believe that the Senate Wingnut is the complete state of the quicksand eel, to hold such theory and assumption makes one worry for the contents recorded by those humans. That information is not reliable at all. Think. These records are obviously false, yet you still intuitively found a human to serve as your Napati. Maybe before the crystallized is entirely corroded, the poems and old ideal dedicated to you will have changed beyond our recognition. Maybe the Bloom Guard mentioned to the old that we old might not be pink or cute, but instead have a rough but reliable exterior, a mild and respectable personality, and act as rational and calmness. It sounds a lot like the idealist image of a guardian. But that sounds nothing like you, Rush. Absolutely not. Wait, I believe I understand what my elders desire. She must be reminding me to find a better way to record my deeds. My elder does possess foresight indeed. I must offer her my deepest thanks. Hami doesn't think she meant that. Alright, let's go back to Zervan. Looks like you successfully completed your training. Oh, we got it done. But, Soul Rush. After seeing the crystallized wingnut, we said with real sincerity that even though it has been existed for centuries, one day it will still disappear without a trace. And then immediately afterwards, when we mentioned that her old might be distorted as well, her mood changed instantly. But of course, my deeds, the deeds of us Perry should be eternal. How can such a thing be compared to that which might part into dust and ash? If something cannot be recorded properly, then there must be something wrong with the method. You wish to remind me of this fact? Which is why you sent me to view the crystallized wingnut? Am I right, Elder Zervan? That's the way you see it? Interesting. Do you care nothing for the renown of the Perry? If you're speaking of the renown of the ways humans understand it, not so much. Whatever you say, the present-day members of the Order of Spectres are so very dull. Of course, if there is nothing more interesting, individuals like Blade Master and Paimon, then that would be a different case entirely. Ha ha, a compliment from the Zeron. Thanks, appreciate the praise, Elder. Hold, you can't call her Elder. Rush, there's no need to be stingy. Zervan is the eldest here, so us calling her Elder is reasonable, right? Alright, enough idle chatter. If Shora still thinks so highly of this human notion of renown, then the training that comes next might be just right. Alright, I'll wait your good news. Alright, hopefully it's not on the ground. Alright, this is the same bombing mission. Are these supposed to be anything? The rain? connected to? Nope. What module left? Oh, got it. So what mission is down here? A trial. Oh, another matching? I have another matching one. Oh, further. Okay, how to get closer to it? Trial success. Hey, isn't this the place we passed for looking for Murha? Though Murha shouldn't be here right now, right? All those thorns, they should be Murha's companion. They look pretty good. Speaking of which, they helped us a lot. Elflora, did you forget all that I have accomplished? No way, you might complain a lot, but you do care about your people, right? Showrush, the hero of the story. Indeed. Haha, Paimon knew it. You got a big bark to go with your soft heart. Miscellaneous slander. I was only here because I wished to earn the chapel. If the elder hasn't made me come, well, whatever you say. Murha is part of the reason you even managed to claim the Twin Horn Chapel. Shouldn't you thank her for that, at least? Bah, her? Bah. For such a figure, one staying and still struggling thusly, I said she would only be worth any merit after another 10 cleansing pilgrimage. 10 is too many. Oh, wait a minute. On second thought, Paimon thinks it would be too hard. The path really isn't that long. Yeah, maybe we could use it to exercise every now and then, again. For the name, Paimon thought we would be walking for 10 days and nights. As it turns out, we didn't even need to go that far. The shortness of the trail makes Paimon suspicious. If it was as long as the oceanic pilgrimage, then perhaps I would respect her. As it stands now, I only state that the distance of the cleansing pilgrimage suits Murha. The oceanic pilgrimage? After the catastrophe, the great number of oceanic came from the Fontaine to Sumeru, with the path they walked becoming their so-called holy path. Strange. Why would the oceanic need to come to Sumeru? Pilgrimage? A pilgrimage for what? I only heard of such a thing from my elders. Though they have been oceanic from Fontaine, I haven't truly looked into it. Could it be for the harvest Tolka? Right. Shore said that the harvest Tolk was the god that left the Paris be born. If honor is a big deal here, then the thing most deserving of it is definitely the Harvest Pokken. But what's the potential relationship between the Oceanic and the Harvest Pokken? Don't tell Paimon that the Oceanic and Paris are like distant relatives. I guess I have to fix that in. I guess I have to fix that. Nightbot connecting with Fox proxy. Let me check something. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that. Let me try. Yeah, looking at you carefully, Paimon really beginning to see the resemblance. Huh, Paimon hasn't discovered any work-shaking secrets, has she? It's funny, like, it popped up for mine, but not oh. One time. Yeah, no, I'm like, look at it. Try again. See if uptime does anything. Paimon hasn't discovered any world-shaking secrets, has she? They're not that similar. The slander flows from your lips again, Pale Floater. I know nothing of any oceanic. You're probably right. Choras did say that this oceanic needs to travel for. Their pilgrims are far longer than Mahar's cleansing. Wait, what do you mean? Is that did something pop up? Oh, maybe I have to update my stuff. I don't know. Oh, okay. But if that's true, does that mean the Oceanic is stronger than the Parry? Is Shorash admitting defeat? What? I didn't mean that. In all seriousness, the cleansing pilgrimage is not actually tied to distance. It is more of a symbiotic affair, showcasing the rise and return to form. That sounds impressive, but regardless, it is irrational to brush all Parries as lesser than the Oceanic, and not because of any bias I may or may not have regarding Mihar. Speaking of which, why did Zarvan say that the next part of the training was just right for a show rush? It doesn't look like anything special here. Also, Mihar's missing too. Did something break? Alright, I guess I'll check it later. Though if she was here, Shora probably wouldn't talk to her properly either. They're pretty different in a lot of ways. My heart doesn't need a Yasnach patty. Yeah, she also said that being forgotten is a good thing. The fool. If her existence and her efforts over these centuries are forgotten, then what is it all for? Maybe the question that Zervan wants Soros to think about. But it seems that Soros still needs some time. Back to Zervan again. Does it show me like how much is left? Left? 20 tails. Okay. Without knowing, the training has progressed to a latter half. How are things going? You can say we're hitting our stride. Though when Shores tells us stories, there really seems to be some reflection happening. That's how much. Is that how much you bought? Dialogue is a good way for Shores to learn, especially as the people she's talking to are more interesting than those of this Order Spectic. Elder, you are being arbitrary. Blade Master is a remarkable, is nappy, but not all of the Order Spectic members are. Perhaps they do monetary instance of virtue between sessions of flattery and deception. I see you still need convincing. We will let our witness Blade Master and Paimon give a review regarding your performance. Of course, that is after you finish your recounting. The next trial? Steam Labs even didn't reply to you. Oh. Let's see, what's uptime? That's weird. Alright, begin trial. Where are you going? I spend that. I wasn't even touching the controller, I was going off by itself. Alright, start. Oh, it got faster. Oh man. Where to now? Looks like another matching. And then we do another bombing mission. Have to get closer. I'll go further back now. It's so quiet. No one's here. Even if Roshnu was here, it should still be quite quiet. Yeah, but if she was here, we would need to talk softer. She always has a sleepy look on her face, and she didn't seem too happy when we woke her using the coral drums. Haven't heard that the quieter someone is, the worse it gets when they get angry. Who knows what Roshnu is like when she's enraged? Then should that be true, my Pachi is one of the... Then should that be true, my Napi is the one we should fear the most, yes? Oh, uh-huh? Oh, Paimon knows him the best. Though Bloody Master isn't the one for talking, he is still super nice, right? I am about to get mad for real. Roar! See, not scary at all. Very well, let us refocus. As you behold, the tree is called Barsum, and Roshan is familiar, though she is absent right now. And nothing. There's nothing more to say of Roshan and the Barsum. Feel like you're hiding something, right? About the coral drums? Hiding? Sure. As for the drums, have you already seen them in use? Speaking of which, Paimon remembers Roshan saying that she's the one who threw the coral drums himself. Elsewhere. That really surprised Najuna. Paimon recalls you were really nervous then, and didn't respond to Najuna's questioning. The way it looks now, the Order of Spectre archives are really off the mark. Paimon seems to understand why Zervan doesn't trust the current Order of Spectre. Think, Shorush, did they really help? The clues they gave are half-truth at best. The current generation of the Order of Spectre indeed does have some lacking members. But like a tree, no matter how many leaves flourish, there will always be some that will shrivel and dry. Once these dry leaves break and scatter, those will still remain. They will be the ones that will rely upon. Yes? How did the Order of Spectre become like this? I want to know that. It is because I have been with the Order of Spectre too long that I grew unable to discern their gradual change. Only when I began to speak with you and the other outsiders did I realize the Order of Spectre had changed. It has been a few hundred years. Besides, their names being the same, they must cycle through a few generations of different members already. Will the fame I seek, the fame I wish for the Yapatsi to utilize for me, also erode in this, with everything changed, carrying only a hollow title for others to recall? Is that what my elder wishes that I learned? No. It shouldn't be, but... Shorush, there's no need to be down. Maybe Zervan didn't mean that. Seeing Zorush so depressed makes Paimon feel like she did something wrong. Maybe we should have Zorush cheer her up. So we're heading back to Zorush. Yep, back to Zorush. Oh, Zorush, you appear wearily. Did you find an obstacle to your progress? Should we call it an obstacle or a sense of confusion? I see. However, the records of human divinity, or actually reality, isn't something new. They are a forgetful and prejudiced people, after all. Considering how vast and complex the affairs of the world generally are, observers might be able to get an overview of the major details, but not be able to grasp the minutiae. Those present during said affair might be direct witnesses, but still find themselves unable to move beyond their personal subjectivity. Oh, so you wish for me to provide some warm words to Plaza Zorush? Did you forget that this is part of her training? To be able to overcome problems by oneself. That's the point of training, right? Paimon guesses that makes sense. If Zorush cannot meet this task successfully, then all I can say is that she is unworthy of the title of Bloomguard and will not be able to clear the weight of the Twin Horn Chapel. And when the time comes, gently through I am right now, I can only do what must be done, no matter how cruel. Will you take my chapel from me? As for the punishment for failure, I suppose you will discover that yourself, should you truly fail. Yes, if Soros doesn't want to be bald, she better try extra hard now. See how much of the event is still left. Alright, so we're on part 5. And then I guess these little mini games later on. Wait. Oh, these are completed. I just have to collect. Okay, okay, that's why I have to collect them. Alright, we'll collect them at the end. More bombing. Let's see. Get rid of this. We're going to okay. Let's clear some more paths. This one's timing. Okay. Oh wait. Oh, we could. Okay, we should time it right. Oh, I didn't time it right. Got them all. Got him. Nice. Who's left? You finished. Nice. Let's see, which one's that? Oh, it looks like matching. So what's this supposed to look like? Alright, so it looks like over here. Oh, nope, wrong place. Are we back to Zorvan now? It has been a long, familiar sight to me, and now I feel conflicted thinking about it. On the bright side, this maybe means that Soul Rush has matured. I know not if this is growth or decline instead. Cheer up, Soul Rush. It's not like you could get down to get so down. Right, since we're already here, why don't you tell us about the early history of the Order of Spectic? Although things are the way they are now, they must have been a point to their establishment, right? Otherwise, Zervan wouldn't have helped them, and you wouldn't have been drawn to them. Very well, if you wish to listen, I will speak. However, you must know that my birth came after the Order of Spectic was formed. What happens prior is just hearsay to me as well. It is said that before all that transpired, there is some absolute purity and virtue who attempted to spread the word of that catastrophe was imminent. But carrying a message did not halt the coming ruins. Soon, darkness washed over the lands of rolling tides, drowning all that lived in fear. Just as we saw at the Setic Nut, even the strongest creature was crystallized, perishing throughout the event. Properly, with how soft and weak humans are, the resulting scoring cannot be considered a personal failing. But some individuals arrive, rushing into the maelstrom that has been the calamity. Were these people the First Order of Spectic? Indeed, the leader was Arjuna. He once was a researcher who worked at the depths of the woods, but he put roots down here to help evaluate the aftershock of the catastrophe. Yes, and there was another one with golden hair. Though my elders spoke little of him, he should count as an interesting individual, I think. It's a real shame he only lived a few hundred years ago. If he was still here, Paimon would love to see him meet Blade Master. Then we can see who's more interesting. Why are we competing? Following this, after my birth, the after effect of the catastrophe stabilized. So Soul Rush has nothing to do then. Yeah, not entirely, as the filth will never be fully eradicated. It's just that noble sacrifice, just like the one made by the Divine Bird, Sumeraj, was no longer needed. But more, such duties has already been performed by Mirha, Roshnu, and other pairs predating me. After Narajuna, the elder solely broke off the contact with the Order of Spectic. However, the Spectic themselves remain over-interested in us parry. But I suppose there is nothing strange. To them, after all, we pairs are heroes worthy of songs that old. The strong feelings of affirmation and we inspire are more than deserved. During that time, I often heard them loudly singing the poems and ode. And with the passing of time, their scene of the Divine Bird sacrifice grew even more vile. Yet, my elder treats this as it's a paltry thing. It sounds like true words got buttered up by a honeyed word. What? No, impossible. I clearly wanted to imitate the Divine Bird because I moved by the passion and will. The only reason I was associated with the Order of Spectic was because they would tell me about the happening of years past. Of course, it wasn't like they didn't heap any appropriate amount of praise on me. It's the same story, but told in an exaggerated way to get people's attention. Even Paimon likes listening to exciting stories. But if their intention was to record actual history, then they definitely did something wrong. Indeed, regardless of it is I, or the humans of the Order of Spectic, those who condition themselves to accept hyperbole as ordinary will see themselves becoming like this. The Order of Spectic achieves archives are no longer simple, truthful records. Instead, they are filled with all matters embellishment and subjective opinions. And unknowingly, I began to put renown beyond action itself. Looks like you finally get it. She seems more energetic than she was when she came here. Isn't this a good thing? Now, Zervan won't be asking to take the chapel, will she? Your training is almost at the end. You'll definitely win Zervan's approval. Alright, so I guess we're heading back to Zervan? Yep. You look much happier than when we last spoke. Seems like things gone well. From what I learned from doing these tests, I have grown for now. You were worthy of being called Bloomguard. No, not yet. This is still a final portion of the task I need to complete. Until all the tasks are done, until your respect is earned, I am not finished. Only then can the Twin Horn Chapel truly belong to me. Oh, looks like you're actually beyond your rebellion phase after all. Just as I was claimed. Elder, you still remembered that? Forget I beg of you. Haha, regardless, it's good to see that your spirit has returned. Lady Master, Paimon, please be witness to the truth of whether Soul Rush is worthy of the Twin Horn Chapel. Then I'll wait you at the end. See you soon. The last trial. I think this would be the better part, right? Which is where we're flying to. Alright. That's a flying mission again. Alright, looks like a little bit longer. This is the last set. Okay. Oh, another mapping one. Nice. Let's grab this Dendrooculus. Right. I know I have to go back to all these to collect these other things that Perry has to do. Hopefully that's on time, because I haven't done a lot of exploring this area. What's it have to look like? Let's see. So do we have to go farther? Get closer? Let's see. I think it's still a little closer. Is there gonna be another attacking stage trial? The Tuna G Hollow is the epicenter of the disaster. Although all seems calm, it's not too hard to think how things were then. These crystals are huge, a lot bigger than even wingnuts. and to think that the Soul Rush's responsibility is to handle future problems here is not the only essential duty as Bloomguard should uphold. In addition, Soul Rush should also expect this of herself. That's what they said anyway. Do you not trust me? I did not realize I was at the stage that even the Pale Floater thinks so little of me. Whoa, Soul Rush Equinox makes a grand return. Not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Huh, why do you both of you still harbor such doubt in me after our time together? My pride was never been born with blind ignorance. You should be aware that I fully understand my past mistakes before I placed repetition above action, but now I have learned this is the act of pure neglect. Just as Sumrush became the divine bird through her sacrifice, I will become the Bloomguard by my deeds and hear my name rightfully sung in praise of my services. Additionally, I competed with the assignments you have given me, Elder. Now, even you must admit that I'm one worthy of the title of Bloomguard, worthy of the Twin Horn Chaplet. I indeed have no application of the choice made by the Kuronava. What? Did you expect me to eject? No, I merely did not expect you to agree so easily, Elder. I expected a few rough words at least. I'm not nearly so vicious. About the responsibility of the Bloomguard, I did not actually gain any knowledge from the chaplet. Is it because I do not embody the traits of the Bloomguard fully? Do I still lack training? For this, the title of Bloomguard might be inherited, but the duties are always variable. I see. To state it simply, there is no fixed rules, and even more, there is no specific judging standard. Usually, the Kuronava choice is final. So you're saying I will not be taking the Twin Heart Chapel from you? Will not or cannot? Yeah, as Zervan says herself, the Kuronava choice is final. That means that Zervan can't change it either, right? Oh, you really think so? Oh, that's a little scary. I understand. This must be part of the test. Seems like Soul Rush is having a limnia. You are a forgetful one, Palefolder. I just said it. To pass these tests, besides confidence and observation, the most important thing is uncertaining my past mistakes. Even if the outcome was already determined, would it not be retreading the path of folly if I can aside all that I have learned during training? So I think this must be the last test my elder has left me. To a worthy Bloomguard, this is just a simple task. This is a sign of your complete trust in me, Elder. I didn't expect you to see right through me. The Kuronava chose well. But your change, I suppose Bloody Master and Paimon bear some credit for that. Indeed, my esteem, your Napiti, and the Palefolder are both being of merits. Still, I wish to say I am potent enough alone. I believe that, with their aid, the extinguishing of the sign of Apache will be no difficult task. How very reliable. Don't forget, Murha and Rashu will also be able to assist you. Don't worry not, Elder. I'll leave everything to me. Paimon keeps thinking that Zervan might have planned this, but seeing Shora is this happy, Paimon can't really complain. Was that all? Let's check the vent. Alright, so everything's completed. Let's collect. Alright, everything's collected there.